10 things high-functioning anxiety makes you do. You might not realize it, but high-functioning anxiety could be running your life. At first glance, everything seems fine. You're productive, responsible, and maybe even successful. But beneath the surface, there's a constant hum of stress, overthinking, and self-doubt. High-functioning anxiety isn't officially classified as a mental health disorder, but that doesn't mean it isn't real. In fact, many people don't even realize they have it. So, how do you know if you're affected? Here are 10 things high-functioning anxiety makes you do, without you even realizing it. Let's dive in. Number 1. You strive for perfection, but never feel good enough. High-functioning anxiety can feel like a double-edged sword. On one side, it pushes you to be productive, organized, and goal-driven. You set high standards and expect the best from yourself. But on the flip side, you're never satisfied. Even when you achieve something great, there's always that nagging voice saying, "You could have done better." No matter how much you accomplish, it never feels like enough, because perfection is an impossible goal. Number 2. You overplan for everything. If you struggle with high-functioning anxiety, you don't just plan, you overplan. You think through every possible scenario, preparing for things that might go wrong, even if they probably never will. It's like your brain is in constant survival mode, scanning for danger and making sure you're always 10 steps ahead. The downside? You rarely enjoy the moment, because you're too busy preparing for what's next. Number 3. You feel the need to stay busy 24/7. Relaxing? What's that? If you have high-functioning anxiety, sitting still can feel impossible. Even when you don't need to be productive, your brain makes you feel guilty for taking a break. You always find something to do, whether it's cleaning, organizing, or planning ahead, because the idea of being unproductive makes you anxious. But here's the truth, rest isn't laziness, and you deserve a break. Number 4. You show up ridiculously early. For most people, on time means on time. But for someone with high-functioning anxiety, on time actually means 15 to 30 minutes early, just in case. Why? Because you hate the idea of being late. The thought of rushing, being judged, or missing something important stresses you out. So you overcompensate by always being extra early. Number 5. You procrastinate, even though you hate it. This one might surprise you. How can someone who's anxious about failure procrastinate? Well, that's exactly the problem. Your high standards make certain tasks feel overwhelming. So instead of starting, you put them off until you have to rush to finish. It's not laziness. It's fear of not doing it perfectly. The irony? The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Number 6. You overthink everything. Your mind is like a hamster wheel, always spinning, never stopping. You replay conversations, analyze situations, and second-guess your decisions. Even small things, like a text message or a casual comment, can send you into a spiral of what did they mean by that? Or did I say something wrong? This kind of overthinking can be exhausting, making even simple decisions feel like a high-stakes gamble. Number 7. You feel guilty for saying no. You want to help. You want to be reliable. You want to make people happy. So when someone asks for something, even if you don't have the time or energy, you say yes. And when you do say no, guilt eats you alive. The result? You take on too much, get overwhelmed, and run yourself into the ground. But here's the truth. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. Number 8. You hide your emotions. To the outside world, you look like you have everything together. But inside, you're struggling. People with high-functioning anxiety are masters at hiding their stress, fear, and frustration. You don't want to burden others with your problems, so you bottle up your emotions, pretending everything is fine, even when it's not. Number 9. You clench your fists and jaw without realizing it. Even if your anxiety isn't obvious, your body feels it. You might notice yourself clenching your fists, grinding your teeth, or tensing your shoulders, without even realizing it. This is because anxiety triggers a stress response in your body, making you physically hold onto tension. If you catch yourself doing this, try taking a deep breath and relaxing your muscles. It can make a huge difference. Number 10. You stick to routines like your life depends on it. Change is uncomfortable. The unknown is scary. So to regain a sense of control, you stick to routines. You go to the same places, order the same food, and follow the same daily habits because it feels safe. But while routines can be helpful, they can also hold you back from new experiences and opportunities. Sometimes, stepping outside your comfort zone is exactly what you need. High-functioning anxiety is a hidden struggle that affects many people. On the outside, everything looks fine, but on the inside, it can feel like a never-ending cycle of stress, overthinking, and self-doubt. The good news? You're not alone. And if you recognize these patterns in yourself, that's the first step toward understanding and managing them. If this video resonated with you, hit the like button and share it. Someone else might need to hear this, too. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourself.